All right, boys. We need to talk about AI. Now, recently, Jacksepticeye has made a tweet, and this has like 400,000 likes or something. 425,000 likes on Twitter. 426,000 likes on Twitter. And it's basically doggy on Mr. Beast for launching an AI thumbnail company, and he's using Jacksepticeye's logo in the back and all this shit. That is not what I'm here to discuss. There is some legitimate hypocrisy for this because Mr. Beast has complained about people copying his style of thumbnails before, and apparently what this does is it does directly rip off, not directly rip off, but it does take you could literally face swap yourself in any image you generate. You know, you could literally take the style of other people's thumbnails and just basically train an AI to directly copy it, yada yada yada, and in a way that is kind of hypocritical or whatever. And I'm not going to get really into that. I'm not going to get into the morals of it. That's not really the point. You can hate on Mr. Beast all you want. I don't really fucking care. But this guy down here, he says, don't be a lazy asshole and just learn the real deal. And maybe that's, in certain aspects, I do agree with you. I am reasonably decent, okay. I'm not no fucking expert or anything, but I know what it takes to actually make a thumbnail work. I know how to, I know the fundamentals of thumbnails. I might not be a Photoshop expert, but you don't really need to be a Photoshop expert if you know what works, right? Because at the end of the day, if something looks polished, no one really gives a fuck, okay? People care about what they care about. If you're showing, it's like this guy, like a lot of his thumbnails, his most popular thumbnails, are literally just pictures. It's a picture of a watermelon. It's a picture of a hot tub with a shitty red arrow. It's a fucking literal screenshot of the video with a red circle. You don't need to be fucking skilled at Photoshop to make good thumbnails. And people want to sit here. Like, these are some of the most popular videos on the internet. And people want to sit here and defend AI thumbnail artists. I'm sorry. If it's true that the AI can actually make truly amazing thumbnails, like actually good thumbnails that Mr. Beast himself would use in a video, then holy shit, crazy stuff. I extremely fucking doubt that's the case. Most likely, this makes like some C tier, B tier fucking YouTube-ified images that you fucking design yourself, right? Like, you would type in, if you made the world's largest Jello pool, you can swim in it, you would be like, man sits in Jello pool with hand on top of Jello pool, showing that it is Jello. It is red, and the background is dull to show the color of the Jello pool. I bet you that's what you would have to type to get something like this. You wouldn't just be like, thumbnail for a video about man swimming in a Jello pool. It would just be a man probably suspended in some jelly shit, and you wouldn't even know what the fuck was going on. You would just be like, what is that? Is that a cartoon? I don't know, right? And that's kind of my point, where like skin a watermelon party trick. If you type in a thumbnail for a skin a water party melon trick, it would probably be just some person with a fucking knife skinning a watermelon or something, right? It'd be like boring. It wouldn't really show the fact that this is what the trick is, which is like, it looks like the fucking watermelon, like someone fucking skinned the watermelon. It looks crazy. You're like, what the fuck happened there? And then I've actually seen this video, hollows out one watermelon and then puts another watermelon in the watermelon, because you can't really do it like that, okay? That's a trick. Or this liquid sand hot tub, it's like, it's pointing at the thing in the thing saying it's sand. Like, it looks like it's water, but no, that's sand. Or this is literally, like we just said, this is literally a screenshot of the image with a red circle. I highly doubt if you said a thumbnail for a backyard squirrel maze, that the thumbnail design thing would make a thumbnail that looks like that. It'd probably just be a squirrel inside of like a fucking rat maze, you know what I'm saying? And it just wouldn't be as good. But if you had an actual understanding of how thumbnails worked, you could use AI to then make good thumbnails, because you're not good at Photoshop. Okay? That is completely different in my opinion. Like, that's not the same thing. Having fundamental understanding about what works in thumbnails and what makes them good versus being good at Photoshop are different fucking skills, okay? And being good at Photoshop is still relevant, because if you have a vision for what would be good, probably AI is never going to get to that vision correctly. Unless Mr. Beast literally invented something that's better than every AI image generator out right now, and in which case, he is now a multi-billionaire, and congratulations, man. But we both know that this is not fucking what happened. It probably just takes ChatGPT shit and just YouTubeifies it with certain bright colors and certain shadings and certain enlarging of things, right? It has more data trained on YouTube thumbnails, okay? My main point here is that a lot of people hate on AI, or like saying don't be a lazy asshole, just learn the real deal, and all this shit, and like you're a fucking loser if you use AI, all this shit, I fuck AI, all this shit against AI images, because we all have egos and all our egos are hurt, and we feel like we need to defend ourselves from the AI because it's coming for our jobs, man. It's coming for our culture, man. And my answer to that, and I have to say I understand it and I even agree with it. I don't really like it either. It's fucking scary, right? Unfortunately, the world we live in this is what we're doing, man. We are shooting the fucking sun with a water gun. It's just how it is. It is fucking happening. It is inevitable. You can either fucking accept it, deal with it, or you sit there and live in your own little fantasy world and go, no, I'm a real fucking artist. I don't fucking like, no one fucking cares that Henry Ford made his cars in a fucking factory by average laborers and not talented fucking goddamn Ferrari level mechanics. People bought the car because it worked, man. Okay? It was cheap. It fucking worked. It was almost as good as a goddamn hand-assembled car. All right? People still make hand-assembled cars. People still enjoy hand-assembled cars. They're just extremely elite level things, right? But most things that people have and own are goddamn factory-made cars. That is going to be the reality we live in. Almost everything, unless it is the upper echelon of human fucking ability. For the next few, like within the next couple of years, who knows what's going to happen in the future? Maybe AI gets better than humans. For at least over the next couple years, it's going to transition to most base level things are going to be much easier to have an AI to make it if you know what you want to make, okay? Because at the end of the day, the interface at which humans interact with media, meaning Photoshop as a tool, think about how hard it is for a human mind to interact with the computer. You're literally typing on a fucking keyboard, man. The AI is the fucking computer. Like, that's what a lot of people don't understand, is like the interface. If you could literally just imagine if you could just picture what you want in your head, it would appear. Think about how good of a fucking artist you'd be. Okay? The problem isn't that the AI is smarter than you. The problem is that the human is interfacing through a literal fucking touchscreen or a literal mouse and keyboard. And a lot of people don't understand this, and I hate everything about it. Everyone's opinion on AI is terrible. It drives me fucking insane. I hate that there's a general public that is literally just completely fucking stupid. Okay? I understand everyone hates it. Everyone's upset. Wah. I don't fucking care. You're shooting the sun with a water gun. I'd rather just be around people who are accepting the reality of the situation and living in the real world instead of living in a fantasy world where we're like, oh, AI sucked. I'm sorry. I agree with you. It's scary. I don't really like it either. It's kind of fucking weird. Like, what the fuck? But the reality of the situation is, at this point now, AI thumbnail generation or even AI image generation, AI, a lot of things, is getting to the point where it's going to be better than a shitty person at the job. And within the next year or so, I'm assuming it's going to get to the point where it's just good. And will it stop there? Probably will slow down, I think. But basically the point is, man, fucking goddamn, dude. It's just so stupid. It just irritates me.